Greetings hobbyists, this is Artisans of All. In this video we're demoing some extra things you can do with the add-on Arbitrary Align. So before we begin, I'm sick and feeling grim, so if I say something that doesn't make any sense during this, the screencast keys are in the bottom right. Pay more attention to those than what I say. But we're going to play around with Arbitrary Align and we're going to deal with a couple of situations and things that we can do that you might want to, and people messaged me or commented about asking questions. So we've got this object here, it's basically made up of different cubes and then this triangle at the end, but we've got some interesting faces, and then we've got this object here that we're going to add to this, and we're going to add a couple of other detail bits as well. And in a classic turn of events, I've moved this around and then applied the rotation because I'm an idiot apparently, and things like that happen. Or it could just be that we're working at an odd angle anyway that we need to deal with. So let's start. I'm just going to come in here, we're going to select that face, I to inset it, and we're going to deal with our first issue. And that is that if I want to extrude this detail out, but I want it parallel to this line here, basically in the direction that this object appears to be going, that's going to be tricky, because if we just select here and press E, it's going to extrude this way. If we press Y, we're going to go that way, and if we press Y again, then it's not going to help us because we've applied the rotation. So this isn't very useful to us, and I don't want it there. I want it actually in line with this. So we'll use Arbitrary Align to help us with this. Notice we're in edit mode, and last time I only showed this in object mode. It does work in edit mode as well, and that's something people were asking me about. So what we're going to do is just press E to extrude it. I'm going to press Escape so that it's still there, and then what we're going to do is set this up so that we can move it around. I'm going to hold down D, which allows us to define a reference plane. I can select here, but that's still going to be at that angle. And if I do it in the center of the face, it is as well. But what I'm going to do is click and drag so it goes from the center of that face to the center of this line. And now we've got effectively our grid that we would normally expect to see in Blender going with this object. Yes, there are other ways of doing this. If you notice up here, we've basically made a transform orientation. It's just a nice quick visual way of doing it. But now if I hit G to move that face again and then hit Y, we can do. And I could, as normal, type in a distance like 0.4. The other thing I could do, which I just want to demonstrate because it's quite fun, is if I hit N and then come to Arbitrary Align and scroll down here, we've got the size of our grid spacing, and you can see that here. I could change this to 0.1. And now we get a lot more, and what I could do is then go G and then click on there and go, well, I want to go across in this direction 0.4 and click, and that will work for that. Quite a nice feature, I like that. Let's just get rid of that M panel. Now we can, if I just put D and click anywhere on the global space, reset it to what it normally would be, which is fine. I would quite like a shortcut when I'm holding D to just disappear this. But you can see from the menu in the bottom left-hand corner that doesn't appear to be an option, but I would just like to have it go away. We can hit N, come to Arbitrary Align, and then get rid of this. If I click semi-transparent, to me, that actually seems to go pretty transparent. So that's an option as well. Though it does leave this sort of pale plane there. Anyway, so what I want to do is add this object to here. So what I'm going to do is go into face mode, and I'm going to define the size and shape that I want this to be. So I'm going to inset this. In fact, actually, let's just select both of those, I and then I again, and inset those to about there. That's the size that I want it to be. But I want this not pointing out this way, so I don't want it to be like this. I want it almost in like a diamond pattern, so that it's going from here to here to here to here. You'll see what I mean. But we're going to use Arbitrary Align to achieve this. Back into object mode. So let's start by aligning it to this face generally, first of all. And to do that, we're just going to hit R. I'm going to grab there and drag to the center of this face, and you'll see it snaps nicely. And we've got an instant issue. This is snapping, but it works off of the normals. This normal is pointing in this direction, and this normal is pointing in this direction as well. So it's going to align those. Let's just undo that. What we can do instead, and this is very easy to do, is you just hold R, and I'm just going to hit tab once, and it basically tells you I'm going to flip this by 180, and then just drag there to there, and then now it is the correct way round. So just a tap of tab, you hold down R, tap tab, while keeping holding down R, gets that aligned. But I also want this to be in this sort of diamond direction, so we're going to define some surfaces. What I'm going to do is hit Shift and Q. And that is going to activate this similarize, which allows me to click and drag there and say, I want you to relate this edge, or this made up edge. Note there's not, in fact, let's come out of this. There is not an edge here. I could obviously add in edges here, but that's going to start making some pretty messy geometry. And if you're a person who cares about quads, I don't, because it doesn't matter for 3D printing, that could be an issue. So once again, object mode, Shift and Q, click, drag. That's one point. And then we've got the center of this face here, which might be a bit difficult to see. There you go. You could actually, let's just bring this up, make this easier if you came here and put on wireframe mode. So let's just do that so we can see these faces, and it probably demonstrates this a little bit better for you. So that object, Shift and Q, and then click, drag. We've defined that edge. Then go to the center here, click, drag. So we want this bit here and the same as there. I can hit R to rotate it. Notice this is actually going to be the opposite way round. I think the reason for that is because we've now inverted this. So if you think about the normals of this, this would be right. So there's not going to be an issue there. If there was, we could just draw all the way across. Then I'm going to hit S to scale it to the right size. Now it is going to be the same width as that. And then I'm going to press G to move it together. And then right click on my mouse to say I'm done. It's that quick and easy to get everything rotated perfectly and aligned exactly where I want it to be. So there we go, some nice simple and easy to do alignment using Arbitrary Align. I think this has dealt with most of the questions that people have asked about, but there are some other very fancy things that you can do with Arbitrary Align, which we'll have to cover in a future video. There's a link to Arbitrary Align for Gumroad and Superhive in the description, and they are affiliate links, which means that they do help out the channel if you use them when you're purchasing at no extra cost to you. And as always, any support's really appreciated. Just a like goes a really long way, and a comment is also great. Hope to see you in the next video, and have a great day.